Well, the science is in. A little dark chocolate a day helps keep the doctor away. So to show us how to make our own chocolate from scratch right at home, today, expert chocolate maker and the founder of Undone Chocolate is in the house, Adam Kavalier. Welcome, Adam.
Thanks for having me.
So glad to have you here, and the smell of chocolate is just wafting for you at home. It's, oh, you want to eat the air. It smells so good. And you've got this chocolate maker going right now.
Absolutely, yeah. It's grinding away. It's grinding some nibs to make cocoa liquor and eventually chocolate out of it.
Cocoa liquor, yes.
Yeah.
Well, walk us through the process of chocolate making. What does it involve, and is it simple or is it really hard?
Well, it's extremely complex, actually. There's more steps in making chocolate than there are in making wine. There's a lot to it, from everything from where the cacao grows on the farm to how it's post-harvested and processed on the cacao farm, to everything from when we get it to sorting and roasting and grinding and aging and winnowing. So we'll do some of those steps today, and we'll show you how you can do this at home as well.
Okay.
But I also want to explain the complexity and what also goes on behind the scenes.
Yes, well, please do. So it looks like we've got a setup here that kind of walks us through the stages, starting out first with, that's where
the cacao
chocolate comes
pod.
from?
That's the fruit, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Exactly. So we like to tell people that chocolate actually comes from a fruit, which little people know.
It's really hard.
Yeah, so that's a cocoa pod. So that is a fruit of the chocolate tree, 3 Abroma cacao, that's harvested on the farm, and inside are 30 to 60 cacao beans.
Wow.
So it's cracked open, and out they pull the beans as well as the fruit, the mucilage that's surrounding the beans. And it's a very, very sweet and tangy fruit as well.
Very cool. Okay, so this is where it comes from.
That's where it comes from. So that's a cacao pod. So the beans are inside, and they're pulled out, and they're put into a wooden box and fermented for a couple days, up to maybe a week, depending on the variety of cacao, as well as the origin where they're being grown and fermented. But that is where chocolate develops its flavor originally, is through the fermentation process.
Similar to wine, right?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, that it's fermented, and as well as the complexity of what's happening within that ecosystem of fermentation. So the fruit's actually fermenting, and the acids and the ethanol that's being made by the bacteria and the fungus in the fermentation is entering the bean and actually turning the bean, making it go from a bitter nut into a flavorful chocolate bean.
Wow, the chocolate bean that we love, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, so what is this phase? Is this post?
So we get the beans in and we sort them and roast them. And after we roast them, we separate the shells from the nibs. And here we see the nibs. The cells we separate and actually make a tea from it. Very nice chocolatey tea.
I'll have to try some of that. So we've got some nibs roasting right now.
We do. We have some beans roasting. Yeah.
Should we grab those?
Let's pull them out.
Okay. Ooh.
Yep. So you'll get that chocolatey aroma from the roast. And what the roast will also do is it'll make the shells more fragile.
So
if you push on the bean,
right?
So you push on the bean, you'll get the shell will break.
I don't think I'm strong enough. Let's see. There we go.
There you go. Yeah. So the shell becomes brittle after the roast. Yep. And inside you can smell the nibs.
Like
very
heaven.
fragrant after it roasts, exactly.
Okay,
And so what we do is we can do this a number of different ways, but what we're doing now by hand is called winnowing. That's when we separate the shells from the nibs. So you can put those on the side in one pile, and the nibs we put in another pile.
So the shells is just the outer layer.
Shells are the outer layer.
Oh, I see.
And the nib is what you call the meat of the bean. So you just crack the shells, and out come the nibs.
So then we do a lot of these, and then we get a nice big pile of those.
Exactly.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
What's next?
And then that we're going to feed into our stone melanger, our wonder grinder. It's granite wheels with a granite drum, and it spins and pulverizes the cacao, basically pushing the fat out of the cell and making a liquid chocolate. Yeah.
Okay. So maybe do we need to put some of that in there?
Yep.
And
we'll feed some into the grinder. Yep. And those will just grind down to a smooth consistency.
And then do you add sugar, or is it?
Sugar's also added in this
that's
stage.
all mixed in there.
That's also mixed in.
That's what we have here.
So we're gonna achieve all of our flavor potential here.
Okay. All right. So once this is done spinning, what happens next?
So this has been going for about 5 hours.
Okay.
We'll turn it off. Nice and quiet now.
Nice.
Chocolate
and quiet.
Factory quiets down when you.
Yes. But the sound is worth the final product.
Yes. It takes a lot of energy to grind cacao.
Yes. And that's
So
just
we'll take
pure
out the
chocolate,
wheels.
no water. It's just the chocolate.
Right. Yep. That's just the
down.
fat of the chocolate that's making it glossy like that.
Wow. Ooh, nougaty.
Pour that into a bowl. And so we're going to temper this by what's called the seeding method.
Okay.
Seeding method is when you add already tempered chocolate to chocolate that's not tempered, and you cool it in a certain way by mixing it to achieve a temper.
Wow, and that's what gives you that smooth chocolate bar texture that we all want, right?
Exactly, yeah. Right, so here we'll take a bar that we already have that's tempered, so you have to sacrifice a little bit to make a new batch.
Right. And so, Adam, you've been doing this for how long? I mean, Undone
We'll
Chocolate.
take this temperature as well.
Okay.
Yep, I'm gonna make sure that we get it down to 90 degrees with this chocolate.
90 degrees, okay. Wow, very high tech, the equipment.
Yeah.
I mean, you just measured temperature just by
infrared thermometer.
pointing. Pretty cool.
You have a surface temperature, but you gotta mix it so that you get it accurate.
High tech stuff. So you've been doing this for how long? I mean, you're a total pro, and one of the things that you specialize in is chocolate that's pure, without all the extra crap that we get from traditional candy bars, right?
Right, yeah, we make a super simple, very pure chocolate, which is actually very difficult from a processing manufacturing standpoint. We just use organic cacao and organic sugarcane in our chocolate. And we do that to make a very robust, full flavor chocolate, but also to preserve the health benefits of the cacao that's going into the chocolate, to make the final bar as rich in antioxidants as possible, but also as full in flavor as possible.
Super healthy, super pure. Okay, let's get that chocolate in the mold.
And we'll pour it into molds.
There's nothing like just a traditional, like, rectangular chocolate bar.
Right, just classic. We like a very simple, we have a very simple mold. So we get our chocolate into the molds, and then we're gonna chill it in the fridge.
So what's the optimal amount of time? 20 minutes, 30 minutes, longer?
20 minutes until it releases from the bottom. You can see on the bottom that there's no longer any wet spots. That's where the chocolate's.
Let's show the audience, they can see.
That it's completely released.
Got it. No more wet spots.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Yep. And so we turn them over.
Voila.
There we have finished chocolate bars. Yep.
Very nice. Thank you. Ooh, crisp.
Yeah, crisp. It's a little cold from the fridge. We just made a Dominican 70% two-ingredient chocolate.
There's like a pre-taste, a mid-taste, and aftertaste. It's just like wine.
A lot of complexity to it.
Except it's chocolate.
Yeah, completely.
Wonderful. Well, Adam, thank you so much for this wonderful tutelage. Hopefully we can duplicate this at home. And I'm going to keep eating chocolate.
Cheers.
Cheers, yeah. Well, don't go away. We've got more delicious treats coming up, including a getaway to a heart-opening yoga retreat, an alternative to the everyday rose bouquet, and a raw vegan chocolate banana pie. Back in a moment.
He's pathetic. Whatever.
And I just said your name correctly. Download.